How you doing, man? What's your name?
Today, we did a positive interaction with law enforcement.
St. Petersburg police took some time from their patrols to pay a visit to St. Pete High students. The department worked with the student government to provide an educational workshop on interactions with law enforcement, what they look for, and how it can be a positive experience.
It explains to us what they really want, instead of like us watching everything on TV and seeing what's on TV and then trying to put it in real life.
We try to encourage them, just follow the directions, listen to what the officer is saying, and then if you do have a bad encounter, report that officer.
Tanya Bryant-Smith, a special agent with FDLE and an executive with the National Organization of Black Law Enforcement, invited students to take part in scenarios where officers made traffic stops for different reasons.
I learned different lessons and how the police, what they go through and what they encounter on a daily basis and how they do their routines. It shows other students in other situations what police go through and what they need to see.
Agent Brian Smith changed the exercise and let students play the role of the police to get a better understanding of what it's like to walk in their shoes.
We do the scenarios and we try to tell them what to do. But when you have them and tell them they have the legal right to take somebody to jail, it's still hard for them to transition, and then they literally stand there and go, well, I was scared. You guys were yelling at me. You're screaming at me. I said, that's what we deal with almost every day.
I say they go through a lot. It's hard. It looks like a hard, intense job.
In addition to the scenarios, students were told about several legal rights citizens have when dealing with law enforcement.
We talk about the search warrants, we talk about probable cause, we talk about consent.
The event was a great way to increase communication and create a better relationship between police and students.
I think that's why they came to the school today, to see how we feel and get our support and, see what we think about it.
Now that they came and explained to us a little bit better what they're trying to do, I see now they're actually trying to help us and trying to make everything peaceful.
The kids are our future, and if we can actually get to them early on and explain to them, hey, this is wrong, this is right, this is what you're supposed to do, then they can relate to that. But if I get 3 or 4 that come up to me and say, man, I learned a lot, that's awesome for me.